today.
Hello and welcome. Happy New Year. Thank you for joining us. We have some exciting information for you. We're going to be doing an awesome challenge that we want to tell you about that you are going to want to be a part of if you want to succeed this year and many years beyond. If you don't already know who we are, we're Martin and Chelsea Matthews, owners of M Wealth Group. We do a lot of things, financial consulting. We have an insurance agency, financial education. We're also authors of this book, Let's Fight About Money, helping couples communicate about money, handle conflict, and build an unbreakable financial house. And really, that's our goal, to help you build an unbreakable financial house. And it starts with understanding what makes up your financial house and how to strengthen each area. So we're going to be doing a challenge, and this actually highlights one of the building blocks in your financial house, which is build wealth. Everybody wants to build wealth. I mean, everybody who wants to, do anything, succeed, grow, expand, they want to build wealth because, the better quality of life that you can have, the more experiences you can have, the more people you can help. And so one of the things that you may have heard of us talk about, or just even on social media, period, it's very popular to talk about become your own bank, right? But not very many people actually know what that means or how to do it. And it's something that we specialize in our business. And so we're going to do a challenge, become your own bank challenge, where we are going to actually educate you on how to do it, right?
Yeah. So look, this is if you don't know what that is, it's essentially taking over the banking function of your household or business, and it's effectively using properly designed life insurance policies that you can structure for its banking functions. So it's not something magical or mystical or anything like that. It's been in place for over 100 plus years. For example, the current president of the United States, he owns 6 of these types of plans. He's been borrowing against them for over 40 years. So whether you like him or not politically, he's been doing that. And so understand that this is a strategy that's been around. Some of these companies have 150 plus year history. So it's not something that is new. It just may be new to you or new to understanding how it works, but a lot of wealthy and successful people have used these strategies. So it's important for you to understand all of the different tools you have available to you on your wealth building journey so that you can decide what's the best things for you to implement. How to get from where you are today to where you want to be. So there's where you are now, and then there's an outcome that you want. There's a place you want to arrive to, and then there's this gap in between those two things, and then there's tools and strategies that can help you get there. So one of these tools and strategies is using life insurance policy this way, how to become using it to become your own bank for its banking function because of multiple reasons we'll kind of get into here in a second. But wanted to announce it first that we're going to do the BYOB challenge so that you can understand how exactly does this work. There's so many. When we started talking about this on social media, there was almost nobody talking about this. We've been talking about this on social media for about 5-6 years. And we've been in business over 22 years, right? So it's something we've done for a long time. And then 5 or 6 years ago, we started going on social media and teaching people about these strategies and everything. And then over the years, people would see that, and then more and more people started coming online and talking about it. And so now so many people talk about it, but not everybody understands how to do it properly and actually how to use it, how to actually utilize it, like put it to work. So something we're going to cover in our challenge. So why don't you give them some other points?
Someone says, "Can I get a hooyah?"
Hooyah!
Hooyah! And someone else says, "Interesting." So put in the comments, you guys. I want to hear also what are some things you're working on for this year? Like, do you have a New Year's resolution? Does building wealth fit into that? Does become your own bank fit into that? Is this something you're interested in learning about? Something that you've heard about? Let us know.
That you have questions on.
Yeah, let us know in the comments where you're at with that. And we're going to tell you how you can join our BYOB challenge. It's not bring your own booze, not bring your own beer. I mean, you can drink whatever you want during the challenge. We highly recommend to wait till after the challenge so you can pay attention. But become your own bank challenge, BYOB. So here are some of the things that you are going to get in this challenge. We're going to talk about how and why big banks store hundreds of billions in life insurance. So is this something that you were even aware of? That big banks, like the bank that you probably have accounts with, all the different big banks, they have billions, hundreds of billions in life insurance. So we're going to talk about like why and what the heck that they do with it. What do they use it for?
So understand why is a bank that's not a living entity, right? It's not alive. Why would a bank that's not a living entity?
Jay, it's Jay. It only says Facebook user, so I can't see who it is.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So why would a bank that's not a living entity utilize a policy for living human beings? So it's because they're not using it just for dying. They're using it for other reasons. So there's something called bank-owned life insurance, which is where a bank buys life insurance policies to store capital in there. They use it for executive compensation. They use it for assets on a balance sheet. And because they can generally earn a higher interest rate, they use that for leverage. So there's tons of reasons why banks use it. All the banks that you bank with, almost all of them, all have billions of dollars inside a life insurance policy. And this is very simple to find out. During the challenge, we'll show you how to actually find out. Let's say you bank with Wells Fargo, we can show you how to find out how much Wells Fargo has in life insurance. Have you ever thought about what's the balance sheet of a bank? Think about it. You put your money in the bank. Have you ever thought about what assets the bank has? Almost nobody's thought about this. So wouldn't you want to know, like, how much real estate does the bank has? How much life insurance the bank has? What's on the bank's balance sheet? All the investment company you put your money with, whether it's Fidelity, Schwab, whoever. Have you ever thought what's on their balance sheet? Like where do they keep their company's assets? Big businesses, companies you do business with, corporations, big corporations. Have you ever wondered what's on their balance sheet? Have you ever wondered, like, a big endowments like Harvard, tens of billions of dollars in Harvard's endowment fund? Have you ever wondered what do they keep their tens of billions of dollars? How is it invested? If you are interested in building wealth, wouldn't you want to know these things? This should be like pique everybody's curiosity, regardless if it has to do with life insurance or not. You should want to understand where do wealthy people, institutions, banks, what assets are on their balance sheet and why? You know, have you ever wondered why certain very wealthy people take their compensation in the form of equity and loans? Why do they not want to just be paid as a salary? Why do they want equity, and why do they want some of their compensation as loans? So we're going to talk about some of those kinds of things so you actually understand structurally how this fits, not just into potentially your plans, but also how all these institutions use it. So
yes, someone says drink up the knowledge. That's right. And the link is in there too. If you guys want to join this challenge, which you definitely should, it is 6buildingblocks.com/BYOB to join. It's free to join. So
this is what it looks like here. You can go in there, you can scroll down on the page, and you can sign up for it. You can register for it. You want to tell them the dates?
It's going to be this Friday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern. And we're talking about some of the benefits, what you're going to learn in this challenge. And this is going to go beyond just what you hear on social media. You know, a lot of times also you hear this concept being talked about on social media, but a lot of the people who talk about it, they are not licensed to offer it and they don't know how to structure these plans. So we're going to go deep dive into this strategy. Please pin it to the IG Live. Do you know how to do that?
Well, Camilla, can you comment the link on IG Live?
6buildingblocks.com/BYOB. So we're also going to talk about the benefits of using life insurance to fund major expenses like real estate or business expansion. So when people think about becoming your own bank, they may think about like in place of your bank account. But these types of policies are structured for very specific purposes. And when we talk about building wealth using life insurance, this is how it's actually done. So these policies are built you build up your wealth, and then you use it to create more wealth, right? So like a lot of people, we help a lot of clients to use these policies to invest in real estate or to expand and grow your business. We're going to show you not just the benefits of it, but like how it's actually done, how it actually works, and how it has to properly be structured. Because just because somebody out there is licensed to sell a policy like this, it does not mean that they understand it. It does not mean they know how to design it. And so we want to help to increase your knowledge so you can take responsibility. You can know for yourself how these work, how it needs to be properly structured, so you know you're making the right decision. You're not just putting blind trust in somebody else who says, oh yeah, I know how to do this because I'm so smart or I'm licensed. We're going to help you increase your knowledge on how they work, how they need to be properly structured, so that you can make the best decision for you, your family, your business, and your community.
Yeah, and the whole takeaway is somebody should come out of the challenge with a full understanding of this subject. You probably will understand it better than insurance agents, to be honest with you, because not everybody's trained in it. A lot of this is a specialty. Now, this challenge is not intended for insurance people. It's not on the page. We have other resources if you're in insurance space that you can go. It's not intended for insurance agents because that's not the purpose of it. So if you're an insurance agent and you want to understand how to communicate this to clients, send us a DM and we'll share with you some resources we have that can help you in that area. This is for people who are looking to understand it, to apply it for their situation, because we'll be talking from that framework and how they need to think about it, how you can execute on it, and more particularly, how you can use it. And also how it should be structured. Why do different people use it? There's always a logical reason why something is done. So once you understand that, it's key. Yes, Diamond, mindset is key. Understanding how to think about certain things allows you to know how it's implemented. Nobody can steal your knowledge away from you, by the way. If you learn something and you can apply it, nobody can take that away from you. Nobody can steal that from you. You now become more empowered on that subject because you learned something that you're applying. All right, so what's the next one?
Okay, so the next thing that you're going to get from this challenge is tips for choosing the right life insurance policy for your needs. So a lot of people talk about become your own bank strategy. It's not the right strategy for everyone. So through this challenge, you're going to learn, are you qualified for this strategy? If so, how does it need to be properly structured for you? If you're not qualified for this strategy, you're going to learn this in this challenge, but there's going to be steps that you can take to get to where you are in a position to take advantage of this strategy. So there's this challenge is for people at all levels. Okay, so if you are ready to get started on this strategy and you need some help with like, okay, how am I going to properly use it? How is it going to be structured? This challenge is for you. If you're not sure, if you've heard about it, or maybe you want to know more about it, you don't know if you qualify, you don't know what it's all about, join the challenge. You're going to get a really great education of exactly what this strategy is and who it is for. And then you're going to also get the steps to get yourself on the way to be able to qualify for the strategy and what things that you need to do to get there.
Yeah. And it's not for everybody. In fact, there's a lot of people who tell that, hey, look, I wouldn't recommend you starting this at this time, because financially there's foundational things you need to have in place first. If you don't have a foundation in place and you try to do something in the wrong order, it's going to crumble on you because you didn't lay a good foundation. That's like with anything. Whether if you're going to be an athlete, you need to have the foundations right before you start, personalizing your skill sets and all the other things. So you first have to understand, is it appropriate for me? Let me understand how it works, because it's not appropriate for everybody. So on social media, it can make it seem like everybody should have this thing. There's no financial vehicle that everybody should have. Everybody is unique. Your situation is different than somebody else. So the thing is, you need to understand, okay, what's the right type for me? How do I organize it? How do I handle it right? And what do I need to do properly? And does this make sense for me at this time? It could be not right for you at this time, but a year from now, it could be the ideal situation for you. So you need to understand that the only way to do it is to do it in a situation like this, where you come into doing it like a challenge that helps you understand how it all works and all these different things. That way you gain the knowledge to know if it's right or not right for you.
And you will not hear this from most people that are in the insurance industry. Like Martin said, you look online and it seems like everyone is qualified for Become Your Own Bank strategy. And agents will tell you, oh yeah, I can set you up for, this little amount. Okay. Not everyone will tell you, you know what, this strategy is not right for you at this time. So we will actually turn away business if it is not in the best interest of our clients. So you're going to learn that, and you're going to learn if it's appropriate or not. And we're also going to show you, you're also going to get to see case studies of individuals who have successfully used life insurance to become their own bank. We're going to talk to you about actual clients that we work with, that we help to put into use these strategies, how they're designed and funded, and how they're being used. So these are real life clients that we actually work with, that we help with the strategy to put into place. And you're not going to get that from a lot of people online. Like I said, a lot of people online talk about the strategy, but they can't offer it, or they don't actually know how to design the strategies themselves. So this is something that we specialize in. And Martin is one of the top experts literally in the country. Like, he is so knowledgeable and has so much expertise in how these are structured and properly funded. And then not only just the strategies being properly funded and structured, but then how to actually leverage them for the other pieces.
Well, guys, we've had clients. Thanks for that, Sudar. Now, I know she's my wife, so it may seem like she's biased, but she's seen me do this over many, many years. So, and we'll walk through case studies of our.
I do not give credit where credit is not due, and
Yes,
it is due.
Okay. Absolutely. So look, what's up, Felipe? And our biggest thing is an educated client is a better client. And when we take on people as clients, we want to make sure their certainty level is high. How do you increase your certainty level in something? Well, you have to increase your knowledge. That's what's going to increase your certainty. Like if I don't know how to drive a car, I'm going to be afraid of the car. I'm going to be like, am I doing this right? So whenever you're making a financial decision and you're asking, am I doing this right? That means you're uncertain. So what's going to increase your certainty is increasing your knowledge. Once you increase your knowledge, you increase your certainty. When you increase your certainty, you become more in control. You can control that vehicle because now you increase your certainty. It's the same with any financial vehicle. So you go to your job, you sign up for a 401k. You don't know how it works. Why? Because there's very little knowledge given to you when you sign up for it. I know that when I first came to America, that's what happened to me. I didn't understand how to, what even a 401k was. I just knew I was supposed to sign up for it because that's what my job offered. Okay, so I signed up for it. I didn't change anything for like 5 years. I didn't even know what the hell it was doing. And so I didn't even know how I picked. There was a box that said growth, and I just checked growth because I wanted it to grow. I didn't know anything about investing. So as I increased my knowledge, I could make better decisions. When you increase your knowledge, your certainty goes up, and then you don't become wishy-washy. So we don't take on wishy-washy clients. It's in anything, by the way. Whether if you're in sales and you sell real estate, you don't want wishy-washy clients. You want to have a client that has a general idea of what type of property they're looking for, what style they're looking for, so you can narrow it down and best help that person. If you're dealing with wishy-washy people, it's not good. So what you have to do as a professional is you have to educate them. So that's what we're doing, is educating you so you have certainty. So you can be like, yes, that's the right strategy for me, or no, that is not the right strategy for me at all, so I'm not going to do it. When you have certainty, you have more control. And that's the whole idea. So when we go and show case studies, we're showing clients who like, absolutely, that's a great strategy for me. And then we show how those clients have actually used it. So we've got clients who use it to buy land, use it to buy real estate. We have clients who use it to flip properties. We have clients who use it to fund their trust. And by the way, we own these policies. So we have a family trust. Life insurance policies fund our family trust. So we have all these strategies. We've had them for years. And so, but we showcase different things. So you don't just feel like, oh, it's just you guys. No, we have clients that's using these strategies for all kinds of different things. Our clients who are truck drivers who are using this strategy to acquire trucks. We have clients who are who own barbershops. And then I was talking to someone the other day, and we're looking at how to utilize these strategies for e-commerce, right? You can essentially fund the strategy, leverage it to create your own Amazon store, and actually have somebody run the Amazon store so it actually creates cash flow while you keep your policy intact that take care of your family. So you create cash flow and you keep your policy working at the same time. So there's so many different ways to use it. So until you see case studies of people actually using it, then it starts to make sense. So that's the whole purpose of doing this challenge, is to challenge you to increase your knowledge on it so that you can make the best decisions for yourself and your family.
So the challenge is this Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern to 1 p.m. Eastern. Sign up today, 6buildingblocks.com/BYOB. Again, this challenge is not for agents in the insurance industry. If you're an agent, reach out to us and we have other resources for you.
So you can go in there. There's a video where we talk about this. You can go to the 6buildingblocks.com/BYOB and you can get signed up today. The link is also in our bio if you're watching on Instagram. On YouTube, we'll drop it in the comments. Also check in the comment section. You'll see that on there. If you have any questions or anything, feel free to let us know. But we look forward to seeing you guys on Friday, January 6th at 11 a.m. for an action-packed breakdown where we'll challenge you to increase your knowledge on the subject. So once again, thanks for watching.
See you there.